You cannot dominate your future if you are still holding on to your past. Every limitation, every excuse, every doubt that has kept you from rising to your full potential must be left behind. The person you were last year, last month, even yesterday, cannot be the same person who steps into the next level of success. Growth requires release. It requires shedding old identities, breaking free from outdated beliefs, and stepping fully into the person you are becoming. Most people never reach their highest potential because they are too attached to who they used to be. They cling to past failures, past fears, past versions of themselves that no longer serve them. They carry unnecessary weight, and that weight keeps them from moving forward with power and speed. There is no future in the past. Whatever has happened before, whatever mistakes you've made, whatever setbacks you've faced, they do not define you. What defines you is your ability to let go, to reset, to step into new possibilities with confidence and certainty. You cannot dominate in 2025 if your mind is still occupied with the doubts of 2024. You must decide that nothing behind you is stronger than what is ahead of you. You must make a conscious choice to release anything that no longer aligns with your vision. Every time you replay past failures in your mind, you reinforce them. Every time you dwell on what went wrong, you give it power. Your brain does not know the difference between what is happening now and what you are constantly reliving in your thoughts. If you continue to focus on old limitations, you will continue to recreate them. But the moment you let go, the moment you shift your focus to the future you are building, you take back control. You begin to create momentum. You begin to operate from a place of power rather than hesitation. People hold on to the past because it feels familiar. Even pain, even struggle, even failure can become comfortable when it is all you have known. But comfort is the enemy of growth. If you are serious about reaching the next level, you must be willing to step into the unknown. You must embrace uncertainty, embrace discomfort, embrace the process of becoming someone greater than you have ever been. The strongest version of yourself is not found in your past. It is created in the decisions you make right now. When you let go of the old, you make space for the new. You open yourself up to new possibilities, new opportunities, new levels of success that were never available to the old version of you. You cannot walk into a new future carrying the weight of an outdated identity. You must release it. You must strip away anything that keeps you small. You must step boldly into the person you are meant to become. Only then will you have the power to dominate your future without hesitation or limitation. The way you think determines the way you live. Every action, every decision, every outcome in your life is a direct reflection of your mindset. Most people operate from a limited way of thinking, shaped by fear, doubt, and past experiences. They see obstacles instead of opportunities, problems instead of possibilities, limitations instead of potential. But those who dominate understand that the mind is the most powerful tool they have. They train it, they rewire it. They take full control of their thoughts because they know that their reality is created from the inside out. Your brain is a machine, constantly running patterns, reinforcing beliefs, and shaping the way you see the world. If you do not consciously program it for success, it will default to mediocrity. It will default to survival, to hesitation, to playing small. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck is not talent, not luck, not background. It is mindset. Those who rise to the top have conditioned themselves to think differently. They have developed an unshakable belief in their ability to succeed. They refuse to let negative thoughts dictate their actions. They refuse to let external circumstances control their internal state. They have mastered their minds, and because of that, they have mastered their results. Most people let their thoughts run on autopilot. They allow doubt to creep in. They allow fear to dictate their choices. They allow old programming to keep them in the same cycle year after year. But you cannot dominate if you are controlled by a weak mindset. You must rewire your brain to work for you, not against you. This is not something that happens overnight. It requires discipline. It requires intentionality. It requires repetition. Every day you must train your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems, to see opportunities rather than limitations, to believe in possibilities rather than excuses. Your thoughts create your emotions drive your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you want different results, you must start with your thoughts. You must eliminate any belief that tells you success is out of reach. You must refuse to entertain ideas that keep you playing small. You must become hyper aware of the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind, because they will shape the life you experience. The most successful people have mastered the ability to override negativity. They do not let failures define them. They do not let setbacks discourage them. They do not waste time dwelling on things they cannot control. They have trained their minds to stay focused, to stay disciplined, to stay locked in on their vision, regardless of external circumstances. When others doubt, they believe. When others hesitate, they take action. When others break under pressure, they rise. Their mindset is their greatest weapon, and because they have mastered it, they move through life with confidence, certainty, and the ability to dominate every situation they encounter. Most people set goals, but few truly commit to them. They want success, but they don't demand it from themselves. They hope for progress, but they don't execute with the level of intensity required to achieve it. Those who dominate in life operate differently. They don't just set goals, they attack them with unrelenting focus, treating every day as an opportunity to close the gap between where they are and where they want to be. There is no hesitation, no waiting for the right time, no room for distractions. They move with urgency because they understand that time is the most valuable asset they have. When you operate with urgency, you eliminate the option of procrastination. You don't allow excuses to take root. You don't give yourself permission to delay. Most people act as if they have unlimited time, as if opportunities will always be there, as if someday is a real date on the calendar. But those who truly win understand that the clock is always ticking. They do not waste time because they know they can never get it back. Every moment of hesitation is a moment lost. Every delay is a missed opportunity. Every excuse is another step further from success. There is a direct connection between the speed of your execution and the level of results you achieve. The longer you wait, the weaker your momentum becomes. The longer you hesitate, the more doubt creeps in. The longer you delay, the more opportunities slip through your fingers. Those who dominate understand that momentum is built through immediate action. The moment they set a goal, they start moving. The moment they face resistance, they push through. The moment they experience fear, they override it with action. They do not allow doubt to grow because they do not give it time to take hold. Urgency is not about rushing. It is about moving with intention. It is about eliminating the unnecessary, cutting out distractions, and channeling all of your energy into what truly matters. It is about operating with a level of intensity that makes mediocrity impossible. Those who dominate in life are not casual about their goals. They treat them like a mission. They execute like their future depends on it, because it does. The difference between those who achieve and those who don't is not intelligence, talent, or resources. It is the speed at which they act. The ones who rise to the top are the ones who make decisions quickly, who take action before doubt has a chance to slow them down. They don't wait for the right conditions because they know the right conditions are created through movement. They refuse to be passive observers in their own lives. They understand that success does not come to those who wait, it comes to those who move, those who commit, those who execute relentlessly, those who operate with urgency every single day until their vision becomes their reality. The difference between those who dominate and those who remain stuck is not luck, not talent, not external circumstances. It is the mindset, the discipline, the urgency, and the willingness to take control of the future. Those who win understand that success is not something that happens by chance. It is something that is built, earned, and claimed through relentless action. It requires shedding the past, rewiring the mind, moving with absolute certainty, and executing with unwavering focus. It demands that every decision, every thought, and every action align with the vision of the future. Nothing great is achieved by hesitation, by waiting for the perfect moment, or by allowing fear to dictate the next move. The ones who rise to the top are the ones who refuse to settle, who refuse to allow doubt to control them, who refuse to let time slip away without making progress. They move differently. They think differently. They operate with a level of intensity that makes success inevitable. The future does not belong to those who dream. It belongs to those who decide. It belongs to those who commit with full force. It belongs to those who show up every day with the mindset of a champion, refusing to make excuses, refusing to back down, refusing to live in the shadows of potential. Domination is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone who is willing to claim it, to take full responsibility, to push beyond limits, and to step boldly into their power. 2025 is not waiting. The opportunities, the breakthroughs, the next level of success will not come to those who hesitate. They will belong to those who are ready, those who act, those who make the decision right now that they will not just participate in the year ahead, they will own it, they will dominate it. Thank you. As we step into 2025, the world is shifting, opportunities are expanding, challenges are evolving, and those who are prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically will rise above the rest. The question is, will you be one of them? This is not just another year. This is your moment to break limitations, to rewire your mind for success, and to dominate at a level you've never experienced before. But to do that, you must make a decision right now. Step into the person who no longer hesitates, no longer waits, no longer doubts. This is the year where you take full control, the year you stop reacting and start creating, the year you redefine what's possible. Your mind is the control center of your reality. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every belief you hold is shaping your future, moment by moment. Most people walk through life unaware of the power they possess, allowing their circumstances to dictate their thoughts instead of using their thoughts to dictate their circumstances. They wake up each day reacting to life instead of designing it. But if you want to dominate in 2025, you must reverse that pattern. You must take control of the one thing that influences everything. Every successful person understands that their external world is simply a reflection of their internal world. If your thoughts are chaotic, filled with doubt, fear, and hesitation, your results will reflect that. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not ready, not good enough, or not capable, your actions will align with that narrative, and your future will be built on those limitations. But when you decide to master your mind, when you become the one who chooses what to focus on, what to believe, and what to feel, you begin to take control of your reality in a way that most people never will. Your brain is a machine that follows the instructions you give it. If you constantly focus on problems, your brain will search for more problems. If you focus on growth, solutions, and opportunities, your brain will begin filtering reality to bring those things into your awareness. This isn't philosophy, this is how the mind works. Neural pathways are strengthened by repetition. The more you think in a certain way, the stronger those pathways become, and eventually they turn into automatic patterns that shape your decisions, your actions, and your destiny. If you do not take control of your thoughts, those automatic patterns will be built by default, by past conditioning, by fears, by doubts, by everything you've been programmed to believe. But the moment you step in and consciously direct your thoughts, you begin to rewrite that script. It's not about positive thinking. It's about training your mind to see beyond its current limitations. The person you are today is the result of your past thoughts and beliefs. But the person you become tomorrow will be the result of the thoughts you choose today. When you wake up each morning, your first thoughts should not be about problems, stress, or uncertainty. Your first thoughts should be about who you are becoming, what you are creating, and what you are capable of achieving. You must condition your mind daily, just like you would condition your body if you were training for the most important event of your life. Mental mastery is not a one-time decision, it is a daily discipline. The more you train your mind to focus on success, to see opportunities, and to believe in your own power, the more you will begin to shift your reality from the inside out. Nothing changes until you change. Nothing improves until your thoughts improve. The future does not belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who prepare. Every result you experience in life is a direct reflection of the decisions, habits, and actions you committed to long before that moment arrived. Most people live in reaction mode, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for motivation, waiting for circumstances to align before they take action. But success does not work that way. Those who dominate understand that the future is created in the present. They do not wait for opportunities. They position themselves for them. They do not hope things will work out. They make sure they do by preparing in advance. Preparation is not just about what you do externally. It is about how you condition yourself internally. Your mind must be trained to handle success before success arrives. If you do not expand your vision, increase your capacity, and strengthen your discipline today, you will not be ready when opportunities present themselves. People often believe that once they achieve success, they will naturally develop the mindset and habits to sustain it. But the truth is, success does not change who you are. It magnifies who you already are. If you are disciplined, focused, and resilient in preparation, you will bring those qualities into your success. If you are hesitant, inconsistent, and unprepared, you will carry those traits into every opportunity and ultimately sabotage your own growth. Every champion, every leader, every high achiever understands that success is built in silence in the moments when no one is watching. The world only sees the results, but what they do not see are the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, and the relentless commitment to self-improvement. They do not see the years of preparation, the hours spent sharpening skills, the unwavering focus on the vision long before anyone else believes in it. Success is not a coincidence. It is the outcome of deliberate preparation. Most people underestimate the power of daily preparation. They think small habits do not matter, that skipping a day of discipline will not make a difference. But what they fail to realize is that success is a game of accumulation. Every decision you make today compounds over time, shaping the future you will live in. The person who reads daily, who trains their mind, who refines their skills, who sets clear goals and takes action on them, is the one who will dominate when the moment of opportunity arrives. The person who procrastinates, who makes excuses, who allows distractions to control them, will find themselves unprepared and left behind. There is no such thing as luck. The people who appear lucky are simply the ones who prepared relentlessly until their moment arrived. They were ready before the opportunity showed up. And because they were prepared, they were able to seize it, while others hesitated. The future is not waiting for anyone. Those who dominate are those who prepare now, not later. Success is not built on fleeting motivation. It is built on conditioning, on training your mind and body to take action regardless of how you feel. Most people wait for inspiration before they move. They rely on external circumstances to dictate their level of effort. But those who dominate understand that motivation is unreliable, fleeting, and inconsistent. They know that if they depend on how they feel, they will never reach their full potential. Instead, they rewire themselves for relentless execution, making action a habit rather than a choice. Your brain is designed to keep you comfortable. It will always seek the path of least resistance, finding reasons to delay, to hesitate, to retreat back into old patterns. But the mind can be trained. It can be conditioned to operate at a higher level, to take action automatically, to execute with precision, regardless of how you feel in the moment. The key is repetition. The more you push yourself beyond resistance, the more natural it becomes. The more you override hesitation, the less power it has over you. What was once difficult becomes second nature. What once required effort becomes effortless. High performers do not ask themselves if they feel like doing the work. They do not negotiate with excuses. They do not wait until the conditions are perfect. They have programmed themselves to execute, to move forward, to take decisive action, no matter what. This level of conditioning separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck in cycles of inconsistency. Every time you act, in spite of doubt, in spite of fatigue, in spite of uncertainty, you are rewiring your brain for success. You are teaching yourself that action is not dependent on emotions. You are building a new standard of operation, one that prioritizes execution over hesitation. Most people fail not because they lack talent, not because they lack resources, but because they lack consistency. They move in bursts of effort, making progress only when they feel inspired. But the ones who truly dominate are the ones who show up every day, regardless of how they feel. They execute their plan, they follow through on their commitments, and they do not allow emotions to dictate their actions. They understand that every small decision, every moment of discipline, every act of execution builds momentum. Your mind and body adapt to what you repeatedly do. If you constantly hesitate, if you allow distractions to control you, if you wait for the perfect moment, you are reinforcing weakness. But if you commit to execution, if you take action even when it's uncomfortable, if you develop the habit of doing what needs to be done regardless of circumstances, you are reinforcing strength. The choice is always yours. You can allow your emotions to lead you, or you can rewire yourself for relentless execution. One path leads to hesitation and regret. The other leads to mastery, momentum, and domination.